Hey everybody, do you want to make a D&D podcast like us or really any podcast? Well, then you got to know about Anchor. First off, my favorite part, it's very free. It's the most free. It costs no dollars. That's sick. Second part, you can start monetizing with their monetization tools immediately with no minimum listenership. Also very sick. You can now, this is new. You can take any song from Spotify and add it directly into your episodes, and let me tell you, that's freaking sick nasty. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Last time on Lawful Stupid. Here we stand as Lucien has latched onto the neck of Freya, the cowgirl, who moments ago had shot one of the purple-hooded men in cold blood. Meek presents a fireball into her hand, and she says to you, "You can choose to leave and let us have the artifact, or we can end things here. Come on, Meek, we ain't got time to play. Perhaps this is your lucky day." But as she does like a backflip off of the back of this caboose that you're on, she releases a fireball, and you see that Lucien is still down. You see maybe just the slightest movement from William, maybe a groan, and the same from Miss B, but their bodies are not moving. What do you do?
So I'm going to get Miss B and William first to get them up. Be like, "Get out the train, it's on fire," and then run for Lucien.
You lay on hands on Lucien. Is there anything you say?
"Nova, I know we don't have a great relationship right now. Don't let this one go away." And I use the rest of my lay of hands pool to try to heal him.
And this light seems to pass from your hands to his body, but as it does, it turns like into a black mist.
"Come on, just work with me on this." I scoop him up, and I decide to just hop out the train with him because I figure I gotta get out before I catch on fire too.
You scoop him up, and you bust just out of a window, and a groggy Miss B and a stumbling William trailed behind you. As you all jump off this train, you lay Lucien to the ground, and you all stand up as he just lays there, unmoving. A burned William, a tired Miss B, a seemingly, I'd say, pretty good shape Surtek, all stand around this body of Lucien as the caboose of the train they've just jumped from is in flames, and flames that continue to grow.
I look at Miss B and William, and I'm like, "Watch him. I'm gonna see if there's something in the train to help." And I'll run back for the train as I set Lucien down and turn and run back into the train.
Okay, and how do you, I don't know if you want to like go back through the window you came, you kind of athletically jump through there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go through the window to avoid the end of the caboose that's on fire.
Okay.
I think Lucien, like eyes empty, kind of just looking around but not seeing anything. His hands kind of like very weakly trying to reach up. He just goes, "Hey, Will?"
Yes.
"Hey, I wanted to tell you something. You know what you are, right?"
In a world of pain, yeah.
You're an invoker, man. I didn't get a chance to talk about it before, but that's pretty special.
How did you know about that?
It's just pretty good, just normal religion stuff. They're chosen by the gods, and they're marked to do something special. That's what you are. And they say that not all invokers do the thing, and that some fail when they're tested. But I just wanted you to know that if you find yourself questioning why you were chosen for this, or if you can do this, you were chosen by a god, but I would have chose you too. and you got to do this thing. So you can't give up, and you can't fail.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see it through to the end. But Lucien, you're too young to go. You're too young to die. Don't worry. Give us. We'll figure something out. I'm sure Arctic is getting something off the train that will help. You're going to be fine.
That sounds real nice.
Just stay with me.
Is Miss B there?
Yeah, I'm here. And she'll like come down, just kind of like be on his level, take his hand. I was like, everything's fine. You're great.
Hey, Miss B, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, always, Lucien.
You remember that time when we thought we had to move the train tracks and we could only have one person do it, and I knew you should be the one, because I trust you. Well, there's a pretty big job. I need you to help people, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anymore, and somebody's got to do it, and you're the only one that I trust with something that important.
Of course. Well, you'll be here to help.
Yeah. I think his breathing gets like really ragged.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to just close my eyes for a second. You're both gonna be here when I open them, right?
Oh, of course. And like she'll readjust her hands so she's like clasping it in both of hers.
Okay then. Here I go. He'll close his eyes. And become very still.
Ashy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tell me you can do something. This isn't right.
And she appears now as a person to everyone and kind of kneels down, and she puts her hand over his heart, and she slowly turns and looks back up at you, and almost imperceptibly gives you like a shake of the head.
Lucien makes, you know how like normally you close people's eyes, like he kind of like runs his hand over Lucian's face as like almost like a goodbye, and like he's got like tears running down his face, and they like drip onto Lucien, and you see like them like sizzling up off of Lucian's like clothes, because they're just like basically fucking fire, as he just silently just watches this child die before him.
It's just a nap. He'll be fine. We always figure something out. Right, William?
Yeah, Mrs. B, you know, I don't have the faintest... Did you... Don't you come from a fake world? Like a fairy tale land? Do you know how to get back there?
Yeah, I can get back there.
Okay, well, if anything's possible, it's there, right? In the land of the make-believe, where children's dreams come true, and he's a child. By all means, there's got to be something there that can save him.
But perhaps the village elders, it's been They know all the things. I remember a story back when I was a child. We ward all the time, so maybe they could bring someone back.
Well, I hope so, because for now we've lost him.
No.
William, places his hand on her shoulder. I'm sorry.
That time, Surtek, whatever you've gathered, you were successful and are able to come out of the train.
I just come running up and I'm like, this isn't over yet. This isn't over yet. And I place my hand over him and I'm like, Nova, this is your last chance. Don't let him go. And then I go to cast Cure Wounds.
Nothing happens.
I just kind of look at William and Miss B, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I just thought it was the right move. I should have just let them take it and go.
What the hell is it?
It's just a stupid glove. And I reach into my bag and I pull out this glove.
Yeah, so it looks like a regular glove, except for it's kind of a circular device on both sides, on the palm and on the back of the hand, that are red.
I just hold it up. I'm like, this stupid glove. All of this happened over a dumb artifact. And I'm so sorry.
She'll reach for it.
I'll hesitate for a second. And then I'll let her just take the glove. And I'll be like, I know it's not much, but you guys should have this over whoever they were. And then I reach over and grab the metal that's on my arm and just kind of rip it off and place it on Lucien's body. And I'm like, you would use this better than me. And then I stand up and kind of look around.
In the distance, you hear the whistle of another train as it comes out about 5 miles from you, that mountain underpass that you guys were on previously. And it's not moving quite as fast as a normal train would, and it doesn't have as many cars on it either. But this train, it pulls up and begins to slow as it sees this other train, the caboose, on fire. And it seems like soldiers, 5 or 6 soldiers get off wearing plain gray uniforms. They all have guns of some kind, simple rifles. And there seems to be someone who stands out a little bit more than them. He's wearing a blue long coat with red leathers underneath, short blonde hair. And he says, "What's going on here? What happened here?"
Miss B is not there.
Yeah, William stands up, straightens this singed fucking collar. I imagine he's got a collar around his neck, but his button up's just fucked up. He's basically got pants at this point. And he wraps that chain up on his dominant hand around his wrists and his forearm and walks forward, not an intimidating manner, just close the distance to this soldier 76 looking motherfucker. And then he says, looks back at the train. There was a train wreck.
he looks up at that, and then he looks around at you, and he looks and sees Lucien laying there, and he says, "Medics, attend to these injured soldiers." And so there's 2 or 3 that begin to come over to you individually as they look at different wounds and are assessing you.
William waves these people off, like,
Yeah. Same with Vertek.
I'm fine.
He's like, don't.
William's super not fine.
And they kind of look back and shrug, and this guy with the blue long coat, red leather's kind of, he waves them back, obviously, because you guys don't want him there. And he says, "Quickly, get on board, and we'll get you to Primm. We'll see what we can do there for your friend."
Does Primm have people who can revive people at like a high level, because he's gone.
He's gone.
Yes, he has passed
and
to the great beyond.
He walks over, and he himself puts fingers to his neck.
Yeah, William. This guy has a shadow. His name is fucking William.
And he says, "Poor lad. All right, well, I don't know what we can do for him. We can get back and see what the healers in town can do. It doesn't seem like it's going to be bright."
Where is your home?
We need to go towards Mapelli, and she is there with Lucien. She's back and holding his hand, even though he's not there. She right over his body at this point, because she can't leave him alone.
And I'll tell you this, Ms. B, you know that where Primm is currently, the city, even if you've never been to Primm, regionally where it's located, Angel's Cove is just a couple days east along the coast, because Primm is like a harbor town or a coastal city, and if you were to walk the coast, eventually you would get to it.
So Mrs. B would know that the train ride to Primm is a good idea and not a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah, she'll just nod her head. She's struggling for words, but in the sense of yes, do this thing, but she's planted here.
I feel you.
Even if she tries.
Yes, we would be happy to take a ride. Well, I don't want to speak for you, Arctic. Not Arctic. Don't want to speak for you, sir. But Mrs. B, Lucien, and I will accept the ride. Real quick question. Do I recognize that uniform in any shape?
It's just a standard soldier's get-up. It's not anything special or particular about. You would not know Primm.
What?
You would not know the city of Primm. So when they said Primm, that is foreign to you.
Right, but so I don't recognize these So here's my thought process. I understand the difference between a Russian soldier and an American one by the look of them in standard military uniforms, and I'm a civilian. Would I understand where they're from based on their uniform?
No.
I can roll if that's a thing, like a history check, since I'm a traveled person.
Well, yes, I would say that, but based. So I want to play D&D with you, but
you're the DM.
Based on the timeline, you would not know.
Perfect.
Yes.
Totally good. I love you. It's sometimes we forget to roll for things, and I'm trying to help you world build, and that's a easy way to do that. All right, cool. So I don't. Sorry. Go ahead, Arctic, my boy.
I go. I'm not going to Primm. I'll help you get Lucien on the train, but I have to go to a different side of the continent. At the very least, I take the other train.
There's a lot of problems with that, and listen, this is critically important. And he leans closely. Be very careful of the fortune-telling wall. It's very important that you just be aware.
Just lean real close and look. There's a fortune-telling wall.
Yeah, it tells your fortune, like your future.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
I mean, it depends on your future, I guess. Mine's great, but that's how I knew I wouldn't die.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for that.
Okay, good.
And then I'll walk over to where Lucien is, and I'll like reach down to like pick him up.
No, you're good, dog. Nah, William stops you. I've got this. Don't. William's a strong boy. He can lift this tiny man child. I've got you.
Okay.
Miss B just follows. Best as she can.
Yeah, so William picks him up like a small baby. Like he picks him up arm under legs, very careful, very like gingerly, like this is like the most precious thing to him in the world, and he carries him towards this train. I'm sorry, Mrs. B, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to be clear on how I picked him up.
Oh yeah, she'll follow, and she's like trying to work through tears and just keep along, and she'll just kind of like hold onto whatever bit of clothing William's got left, just like, you know, like that soft pinch, just to like follow.
Yeah.
And lead. Like, I know he doesn't have much,
yeah,
but it's just like something to grab onto. Yeah. Because she can't see where she's going. Her eyes are blurry, and if I try to start crying more, you won't understand me on the podcast.
And the guy kind of in charge, he gets all of his soldiers back on, and he kind of is like staring at Surtek, and he's like, "Are you gonna take that train?" I'm assuming it's. Not sure what you're gonna do with that. Are you taking that train?
I'm gonna take that train. I'll figure it out.
Well, just leave it out of the report. Say it's here when I left, and everybody. Do what you got to do. It seems like we have an understanding.
Surtek just kind of nods and then starts walking to the other train.
And he'll turn and he'll get back on this train, and the cabin you're in kind of has like beds, like almost like it's like a medical bay that you're in this very front train. We're not. It's would be the engine for you, and then the med bay kind of car you have there. And you've laid Lucien on one side. Medics are kind of, in whatever way they can, tending to him. Look like if he was alive, they were trying to be making him comfortable. And the guy says, "What happened out here?"
So it's just the medic asking?
No, this is the lead guy.
This is the lead guy.
Soldier 76 looking mother.
I didn't, in any way, shape, or form, catch your name.
I'm Chief Stockton of the Port Guard of Primm.
Alright, Chief. You said Stockton?
Stockton. We monitor the rail system in this area, and some of the scouts overhead, you know, had mentioned there was a fight going on and a fire, and so of course we were dispatched to come and check things out.
Yeah, there was a bit of a fight, yes. There was
not to mention all the people that were suddenly thrust into our city with some sort of magic. And so that kind of gave us alarm as well.
Did it? Well, good. Makes sense. It sounds like your emergency reaction protocols are working. I applaud you for that. There was some fucking crazy bandits. I mean, bandits is probably like a loose word for those motherfuckers. They were like souped up legendary motherfuckers, like they shouldn't have been my
pulls out a
foes
pad, starts taking notes.
at all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. If I were to give
Can you
a
describe him?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So most importantly, there's a dead one. They're dead.
So you killed one. You
Yes.
killed one of them.
Yes, yeah, and it was great. Fuck those motherfuckers. So it's important.
You see him write that, like, as you...
underline that one. No, there's nothing alleged about that death. It was dead. I saw the corpse. There's a brown furbolg. Furbolg. Fuck that thing.
Okay.
It was weird. It healed us, but then blew us up. So weird.
Seems odd.
Things there. Yeah. Then there was a half elf druid with some face tattoos. Probably went to prison and is like just out on parole. Who knows?
He closes Noah. He says, "Hold on a second." He starts counting his fingers.
Yeah, I've got 4 more. 3 more.
6 of them? 7 of them?
Well, there's 5 now, my man.
Because you killed one.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, these we know about this group. They've been. The thing is, they don't typically hurt people. At least groups. There's some groups that are coming through here that we don't care for. So it seems like everybody who's in town reported the same thing. A few people came through, had a brief discussion, and then teleported into town. And they described, some of these individuals that you're telling me about.
Yeah.
We call them the Philosophers, and that's what they call themselves, the Philosophers.
That seems right up their alley. Yeah, very self-grandizing.
Ideals, perhaps, out there. Okay.
They shot a guy in the head to end a sentence. Like, they were like, "We're tough, period." And shot one of those blue guys in the head.
We did see one dead on the way in, kind of on the tracks there. Did not see a bullet hole in his head, but
yeah, no, that was a different guy. They killed the other guy too. Yeah.
Well, I don't like to be the kind of guy that says justice should be served in specific ways, but if you know about these guys, they're not good people.
Oh,
now,
sure,
I would not have taken the same route, but I wouldn't have taken the same route.
No, I get it.
They're not good people.
That being said, I mean, who are we, the royal we, to be just handing out the death sentence? Maybe you have like rank and status and title. I don't off the hand couldn't recite all the laws for Primm. Now could I or should I? But I'm not one to hand out death, and these Philosophers shouldn't either. So yeah, that seems bad.
Can you roll a persuasion check for me?
Sure can, Papa. Yeah, hold on. I have D&D Beyond up because I'm a prepared podcast person, and not because
maybe I should do it while you're doing it. Maybe I
not because I had to work on the poster. There it is. No, persuasion. So let's roll that D20. And then boom, boom, boom. Oh, just 25.
And he says, I thank you for being honest. You guys seem like some stand-up individuals, and I'm sorry that you had to experience everything you did. And he looks over at Miss B, who I am... If I can paint this picture, this may not be it, is...
Please.
Lucien is laying head in lap, and Miss B is, like, rubbing his head as if it is her own child. And I don't know if that's true, but I feel like Miss B is that kind of person.
I wouldn't say as if he's her own child, but definitely someone very close. But like, yeah, one hand in his hair, the other one, like, fingers interlaced with their matching bee rings touching, just like wishing, hoping, anything. Just like tears silently falling down.
And he takes this cowboy hat off and kind of holds it, and he says, "Ma'am, I'm very sorry for your loss. And I know there's nothing that we can do right now to get him back, but I hope that we'll try everything we can." And so I think, unless you guys have anything else you want to kind of chit-chat with him about.
Oh no, she is in no chit-chat spot. The best is William talking to her to get anything to answer, because she hasn't talked to the medics, she won't even let them touch her. She's just there, and the whole world is Lucien and William, and that's it. Anything else is, you know, that deathly silence that you hear? That's the rest of the world. Doesn't matter.
One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. You take this train ride by train toward Primm. It takes you 3 days by train to get to Primm. And you pull up to this station. It's a pretty busy train station you're at. The town seems pretty sizable, popular. Where you pull in at is pretty close to the shore, like the ocean. So you can see a lot of the boats moored there, coming in and out. You can smell the salt of the ocean if you're to step off. And I think you get him promptly to a medical area nearby in the town, heading straight there. And what I'd like to do is swap over for a moment from this outside world to what's going on inside of Lucien.
You see, rigor mortis begins to set in approximately.
And as everyone knows, you typically go from decorticate to decelebrate, and that's it.
GG.
Lucien, you seem to be asleep in pitch black somewhere, and in the thinnest pool of water beneath you. And you can hear the dripping of the water from somewhere, but you can't see where that is. And then you can hear, as it's reverberating off walls that you can't comprehend, Lucien echoes. And then a little louder, Lucien. And almost now it's grabbing your attention from somewhere. This last time, it doesn't echo. It's clear. It seems as if this person is directly in front of you. Lucien, wake up.
No? What?
And at first, it seems like a blurry light in the distance, as like someone's walking towards you. Almost like a candle looking through glass with like it's being rained on. It's very foggy. But then it's like the glass is removed and the flame takes shape. It's very clear the edges, and then that flame grows into a persona, a woman, a beautiful woman with long flowing hair that almost like touches the ground and then even flutters back. She's wearing a white dress. She says, Lucien, what are you doing here?
Oh, hi Nova. Got hurt real bad.
Yeah, you fought boldly. It's extremely admirable.
Seems a little silly in hindsight.
But you've prepared your whole life to be just this kind of person. One that puts himself in front of others only to protect them. There's something to be said for that.
But it's not. I don't get it, because I did do that. And I wanted to keep doing that. And now I can't. And there are people out there that just hurt other people because they're greedy or hurt or ashamed or just broken. and they get to keep on doing it. And it's not fair.
She reaches out and she touches your head, and almost in a snap, you're brought back to where your father, the Archbishop, is screaming at you in your room about something you failed to do, something very simple that you didn't set up before a worship service. And he slaps you around a couple times, and there are a couple other young boys that he's training as well that watch this, but he says nothing to them. And you snap back, and she says, "You weren't the one who was supposed to put that together that day, but you took the blame for it."
Everybody knew that I was the Archbishop's son, so none of the other boys got enough to eat. They didn't, but they made sure that I did, because I was important. So, yeah, they messed up, but they couldn't have taken a beating like that. And I could, so I did.
And she touches your forehead again. And now you're like in a classroom setting, and school has just let out, and everyone's in this courtyard, like the playground, and everyone's running to their fathers and their mothers who are picking them up. And yours stands coldly at the gates, waving you unhappily. And then she touches your head again. And you also didn't get the care that many of people have, but somehow are able to give that to people with no effort.
It's a lot of effort. It's a lot, but you get paid back, and if you can, then you have to.
She touches your head again. And the scene we remember so well, where you are in Taggart and you go and you visit the orphanage each and every single day, and you bring candy to all that they flock to you every time they see you. It's the one true time you're happy throughout the day. And she touches your head again. You were like the father that those kids never had. Why?
I don't know. I just did it.
She touches your head one more time. And now your father, the Archbishop, is yelling at you. You will be a servant of Nova. You will show the people the light that they think they can never have. And should you ever stray, should you ever leave from this worship, should you ever stray 1 second and think that you can do anything else with your life, that is the moment that it will end. And then he slaps you again. And she touches your head. So why do you keep on serving me?
I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
Of what happens if I don't.
Indeed. And as you say, what happens if I don't? There's like a crackling light around this character Nova. Bright lights kind of shine everywhere, and you're in like a dimly lit version of the room you lived in the temple, right? You had like that one candle, no windows in your room, and you're on your bed, and the candle is lit, but it's low, not a whole lot of wax. And this figure, a drow elf, is sitting kind of coolly leaning against the wall, and he says, "What if you weren't a servant of Nova at all? What if you did whatever you wanted to?"
I don't think I even know how to want anything that isn't for someone else.
Admirable. But let me tell you a little secret, Lucien. Do you remember the story your dad used to tell you about how you came to be?
I remember every word that man's ever said to me.
Could you tell me what you know? And let's just see if our stories line up.
Devin, I have no idea what to say right now, but after the thing that I just said, because it was emotionally charged, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what to say.
Well, let me break it down.
Okay.
You were raised up specifically to serve Nova, yes?
Yes. I was...
And
I mean, not like will, but I was chosen as a cleric to work her will.
who chose you? How were you chosen?
Well, because of the things that I can do. That's proof that I was chosen.
Ah, so your magic, your innate abilities are what give you that.
Yeah. Her will through my hands. That's how it works. And then...
Yep.
That was the way I was raised. My father, and then every church and every monastery I kind of went from. After that, it was all to prepare me to be... I don't know if they... I don't know for what, but to serve her.
Serve her. You probably don't know who I am. Am I right?
You are a handsome drow man with enormous pectoral muscles. I would say about 6'3".
Physically, yeah. Do you know of you've been instructed in all of the gods, correct? Do you remember Kinos?
Of course.
And what about him?
Well, he's kind of like the black sheep of the family. He's the rogue. Mm-hmm. He's the Lord of Darkness, but also of anyone who's in the dark. So if it's kind of he cements things. He makes things whole, because otherwise, if you were outside of the light of Nova, you wouldn't be in this thing anymore, in this world of the gods. But because Kinos is there, even when you're in the darkness, there's still a god watching over you. That's Kinos.
You know, that's a pretty apt description.
Thank you. I made it up.
And the reason why I feel so strongly against Nova is because she gets all the credit for the good things in the world. But what you don't understand is those nights that you spent when your candle would burn out and you had no refresher and you felt all alone. I was there, taking care of each and every person who felt alone. It's not Nova's magic that you use. Lucien, it's never been Nova's magic that you use. Without darkness, there is no light. It doesn't matter. I am everywhere all the time. And a long, long time ago, my greedy sister decided she was going to throw our father into the unknown, throwing everything into imbalance. And so one day, I placed my soul in yours, and you were placed in the doorstep of a man who was so evil, even I couldn't think to create him. And you were taught under the tutelage of the great Nova, and he does air quotes, and he begins to walk around your room, and he sits next to you on your bed, and he says, you have a couple choices ahead of you. One, you can sit in this dream state for a little while whatever little amount of life you have, you can cling to it, enjoy it, have this candle while it lasts, smoke a cigarette or two, and just go back to your old life until whatever life you have vanishes. Or you can go back to the living. Lucien, to be as strong as you were ever going to be, to find me, you had to die. There is no darker place in the world than in death.
I think Lucien knows that this is true. I think that he knows inherently that those nights that he spent clinging to light, it was because there was a void inside of him, a darkness that he has been running from for a long time. And when Kino says this, he knows that that is what that is, and he has a name for it now. Hooray for that. So I think being presented with this and this construction and all these machinations that have led to why would you do that?
Why would I show you these things?
Any of this? Why? You say that this magic that I can work is yours. Okay, great. You're saying that I'm here right now on the precipice of everything and nothing, and
Yes.
you can steer my path. Why?
I'm here to give you options. Granted, I don't know what will become of me if you choose death. I didn't bank on that. But there's something else going on in the world that you are familiar with. I've sensed it. And I believe my sister has something to do with it as well. Now, we could be a great asset to one another. And we could figure this thing out together. I don't know what she's doing. But many, many, many years ago, I decided I need to kind of keep something in the back pocket. She was getting greedier all the time. But I leave that choice up to you, Lucien. Whatever you want to do, I'll come back at some point. I don't know when. Dad will bring us back. I don't know how. But I don't know how bad things will be. Maybe if that doesn't happen. And he's almost kind of questioning if he can do anything about it. But I'm not going to force your hand. But you will have more of my power. I will help you.
I need a moment.
We'll flash back over to William and Miss B. And you guys are in this medical facility. It's a hard structure in this town. It feels very welcoming, this town. You feel safe here, I would say, generally. And you have a couple of those guards from the port guard that are with you, kind of standing by as some extra protection. And Chief Stockton is at the door, and he's answering some questions about, presumably, the situation, what's going on. And he turns back to you guys, and he says, I'm going to try to track down some high-level healers. This, from time to time this happens, but it's rare that we can help your friend in the state he's in. I mean, he's dead. He's dead. But you seem to care a lot about him. So we'll do what we can. If you'll just hang tight, hopefully we send somebody your way in a day or so.
Chief, as it were. I appreciate that. More than words can express, but waiting for a day and a maybe is not... I feel we have a better chance in Never Never Land than waiting on the percentage chance you're expressing here.
Yeah, and you're not held here. Sorry, I don't know if that maybe came off.
No, I don't
that
believe
way.
Wait, hold on. Am I being detained? You have to tell me if I'm being detained, officer.
You're not being detained. Not at all. It's
great. We'll take our corpse and we'll go.
Okay. I won't stop you.
Great.
Can't stop you. Not my job.
Well, glad you're down to the last people who tried their one member lighter.
One of them died. I have in my notes here, yes.
Good. I'm glad you wrote that down. It's very important. It's also important that you know I thank you.
Thank you. If you ever stop back through, stop in and say hello. And I guess you guys pick up kind of... I don't know if you use the floating thing. Could you still use the floating thing still?
Absolutely
the floating
not.
disc?
No.
Yeah, I thought not. Okay, and you take...
Nor would I. That's my boy. That's my baby boy. That's my child. Do you think I'm gonna leave him on a floating? No, that's what you do with the trash.
No.
That's not what you do with this kind. Why do you think William let them ride before? They were trash. They weren't important.
I was about to say, yeah. You let me ride on when I was alive.
Yeah.
Only in death do I become not trash.
They weren't important.
He's more valuable in death than he is.
Well, that's true. You are a higher commodity when you're dead, but that's
true.
Beside the point.
I'm worth more as parts than I am as a wholesale.
It's true.
That's just there's a darker
market. The black market goes. It's a dark market.
The dark market. The darker
one might even call it the Kinos market. I'm not sure.
They call it Kinos bathing suit area. That's how dark it is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The Kinos cart. All right. So I scoop him up into my arms. Just bring this tiny child into my arms. And I begin my exit of this train that I was presumably on.
Yes.
No, we were in that a hospital, weren't we?
Oh, I exit the hospital. I apologize.
Is it 2 days walking or 2 days ride?
It's 2 days walking. If you were able to get passage, it'd be a day for you.
I'm not carrying Lucian's body for 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm
You'd be so strong,
boy.
though. I would give you +1 to strength.
I am walking for 2 days, baby. 2 days straight is what I said.
Hey, let's go.
Mrs. B, I guess you're riding on my shoulders. Let's
I'll
get that to
curl him the whole way.
+2. Yeah, let's get the
I'll curl him the
Oh,
whole way.
yeah,
I'll go
60
fuck.
roll.
You want fucking stats? Give me exhaustion.
I'll do
stats,
one
boys.
arm.
I don't care.
I'll do one arm presses with Lucian's corpse.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm doing things wrong, is when you guys are suddenly on board. Oh yeah,
I'm
okay.
in.
I'll do it.
I'll-
Giving away stats. All right.
I'll lock his arms in place, wait for rigor mortis to set in. Now he's not going anywhere. Now he's in a permanent fireman carry situation. My hands are free to swat away the flies that are coming for him.
Oh my gosh.
It is important 2 things happen. And in this order: 1, we go and secure passage to Never Never Land. 2, it is what is this place called? William keeps giving it funny names, but I need to know the name of the place I'm actually going to in your world.
The Summer Island, Angel's Cove.
That's right. A Power Ranger joke. I forgot. Angel's Cove. Got it. And then 2, and not as important, but also very important. I need to go to a tailor shop.
Miss B will secure passage while William goes to a tailor shop.
So we're gonna weekend at Bernie's this thing, I guess, as you go into this tailor shop. You gotta put him somewhere, right?
I carry him in, with his corpse, and let somebody fucking say something to William. I'm prepared.
You walk in, and this gnome's got a tape, thing over his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Shirtless fucking William walks in. I need some clothes.
I will say this is true.
Yes.
The poor people section is over there. The rich people section is over there, and the middle road behind.
Just noted. William walks over to the rich people section.
Refreshing, frankly, to have it organized in such a way.
This is how everyone does not do business this way.
Men's casual, men's sport.
I normally don't have anything less than the rich person section. So cool, great. I just wanted to know where I am.
Honey, at the shops I go to, there is no middle section.
Correct. I check out the wares. I'm specifically looking for a set of fine clothes. Should roll me a couple GP. Because that's what William wears, sets of fine clothes.
Yes, I don't know what's your color scheme. Are you going to change your color scheme, or things changing up
Nah,
here?
bro, he's still red as the anger that flows through him.
I wonder what they'll bury me in.
White.
During
Did you
this
get
fun
something-
clothes adventure.
White.
Did you get something new for Lucien? Because his are burned.
Oh,
His skin
yeah,
is-
sure, absolutely. Yeah.
I love that I'm still here to guilt you into like really upselling my funeral. Be like, hey,
You're
you're
like-
really gonna get a
haunting right
DJ for Lucian's wake? A DJ,
No.
not a live band?
No, it's a live band.
Oh, okay,
Live band.
okay.
I'm classy.
Unlike you.
alright, so I get,
Oh,
we'll say 5 sets of fine clothes, all in like
Yeah.
his red color scheme.
50 gold. It'd be
Damn, this
10
place is a
gold per
little
set.
more expensive than. We're gonna mark that.
Go
down
to the poor
3
people
sets.
section.
No, absolutely fucking not. We just get less. We'll
Yeah,
go to
30,
somewhere.
okay, 30 gold.
We're gonna go somewhere that isn't doing a price hike.
We have
And
the
then-
normal people in the middle. You can buy there too.
First of all, I don't insult you for having poor people clothes. Don't insult me by suggesting them.
Fair enough.
Great. And so I'll have 3 for me. It's important that I get a set of clothes for Lucien here. As you can see, his were.
Is your friend okay?
Yeah, he's
very dead. The good news is what the unknown magical feature about William's Primrose glasses is that they can immediately identify what someone's like sizes are, their measurements.
Oh,
Is my friend okay? Hard to say.
is anyone okay?
It's hard to
Is
say.
he breathing?
Really. The words are painful. But I just need a, let's just do a normal black suit is fine. And it's important that it's a tie and not a bow tie. I know he
Don't make
looks like a
Lucien
child.
Don't
with
make
a
Lucien wear a tie for eternity. He doesn't want to be in a box wearing a tie for eternity.
Listen, and I know he would appreciate it.
Absolutely. We have
And a vest. He needs a vest,
just-
of course.
you
It's a full deal. Just like
Oh, okay. Yes.
yeah,
yes.
I mean,
Lucien's ghost
it's
is
3 piece.
very
You're gonna
naked.
do it. You're gonna do it right.
And he says, since you buy 4, I give you a discount, 35 gold.
Oh, perfect. I will subtract that momentarily.
It's like
Not give you
buy
money.
3 get 1 half off.
Well, it is for the child. It makes sense.
It's for this dead infant. So
Yeah.
Miss B.
He pays him, and I leave.
Yes.
Oh, I get dressed before I leave in the dressing room. To be clear, so I can I dress.
I
Lucien.
imagine as such.
Yeah.
You would be caught dead in that. I mean, well,
Well, Lucien
somebody
would.
would, but not you.
Yeah. Well, I leave my tatters in the dressing room.
As far as
don't even burn 'em
transportation
up?
goes, Miss B, there is like typical like horse and carriage. There's like mechanical horses that you can take, and they will return like home after use. You just like quarter in or whatever the price is, take them out where you want, and then after a certain time they turn and go back. You can
Those Ginger Street products,
Yes, that
man.
was one
That
of the
sounds amazing.
initial things. There are cars. They're a lot more expensive, like these motorized vehicles you can take.
Yeah. I don't know how to drive one of those. Motorized
Robo
horse
horse,
and cart
please.
it is. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do side quests. So you guys have to do a class to get. You have to read a book, take like a driver's test, and then we'll go
Well,
out on the
maybe
road.
you gotta
I
Fancy
read it for my
Enterprise.
driver's license. I won't read it for Williams.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the car thing. Not horse. Got that. Been around horses by
I was born
600
next
years
to a
ago,
robot
apparently.
horse.
I would like to get one of those. However, Miss B would be like quick, doesn't really care, just like get the job done. I need a horse and get that whole bit over with.
Howdy, how many do you need?
Oh, just 1 horse and a cart that can handle 3.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, that comes out to at how many days will you need?
She read the little sign where it says the horse goes back. So do I need to rent for the 2 days it will take the horse to come back?
No, just the 2 out. We'll be tracking it back.
Okay. I'll get 2 days just in case something happens along the way, but this should be
I think is the question you're asking. Can you hitch a ride for free on the way back on its automatic return? Is that the...
We do. Well, there are backhauls. We do have it. It'll ping for a customer on our thing, and we'll do a backhaul for half price. Yeah.
That's fine.
Excellent. Here is a packet I need you to fill out. If you can get this completed for me, we'll be square. We're good to go.
One welcome packet.
God, another packet. She'll go through it, just like read it, skim, make sure she's not signing her life away, kind of thing. Initial here.
Can you roll a throwing your life away roll for me, please?
Oh yeah. I mean, she already did that for Lucien, but sure, I could do that again.
It's just called a join a podcast roll.
Yeah. How's a straight up 13? That's a lucky number, right?
That's pretty.
It is lucky in this world. You're great. Everything is kosher. It's basically a 20 on this in this environment.
Oh, thank God for 60.
I think that William is.
Hey,
is
60
dressed up.
60 taketh away sometimes too.
It does take it away, and I'm sorry for that. You kind of meet up in the same place. You get loaded up.
No, I had a few other things that I wanted to do before meeting up with William. She's just going to go into a shop, doesn't matter what it is, buy new clothes, all black. It's all fun. It's great.
Welcome to my shop. The poor people over here, the regular people over here, and the rich people on this side.
Oh, God. She would just go for the middle class, pick out whatever simple outfit in all black.
Huh. Yes, this will do for you.
I'm in a hurry.
He's really shitty about it for no reason.
Yeah. That will be 5 gold, please.
She put down 5 gold.
Have a okay day.
You too. She'll walk out and flip him the bird. She's not coming back.
Well, you see him like cleaning the handle in the window as you leave, and then he like just kind of closes the blind on you as you shoot him the bird.
Have a middle of 0 day to you.
And then I will prestidigitation it dirty again.
Jesus.
The last thing that Miss B will do is if she notices like any, I don't know, I feel like there'd be like a homeless guy on the side or something that wants food. She would offer a couple gold so he can get something.
Can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah, could do that. Yeah, let me actually roll on her sheet because I just rolled for fun with an actual physical die earlier. 16?
What do you there's a fellow that's sitting down. He's playing a harp, kind of just lightly. Clothes are tattered, but you notice he has green striped long socks that go up to like these pants that are like go down to his knees, and shoes with holes in them. And he's just kind of playing, and he's looking at people as they pass by, as if saying, "Can I have something without asking?"
She'll stop for a minute. How well is this playing?
How much gold you got?
It's enjoyable. It's enough to make you kind of go, I like this.
She'll come up, and since she's been quick and all that, she'll take a moment and listen. Perhaps sway a little bit, since it's just a moment to forget something that's really awful. And this guy's playing great. He's trying to make the world brighter, which is something Lucien would often try to do. And this guy's way is through music. And she loves a good song. And it's been work for who knows how long. So, I don't know, for these 3-5 minutes that she'll stand there just to live in a moment, she'll appreciate it and just happily hand over 10 gold.
And he says, "Well, thank you so much." And he pulls his backpack out and he unzips it and he hands you what only you know to be is a moonflower. And so it's during the day, but it's open and it's glowing. And then he closes his backpack.
She'll smile at the flower, perplexed because flowers are never open at this time of day, but she'll look over and thank you. You're making the world a little bit brighter, and everyone can use a little bit of that. Have a good rest of your day.
And you. And he goes back to scrubbing.
She'll then hold this flower and tote along all the stuff she's gotten to go meet up with William.
All right. You meet back up. I think the sun is setting. And I don't know if you head out or if you'd like to stay in town. I imagine since you rented it, you're ready to head out.
Yeah, let's head out.
Yeah.
All right, so you take the road, which will turn into more of a trail east out of Primm as you kind of follow this road along the coast. Now, to anyone else who takes this well-worn path, it is just that, a well-worn path that, as you peer to the right, would seemingly fall off a deep cliff. Okay. And you begin to hear a song, Miss B. A lullaby, if you will, something familiar to you that you haven't heard in a very, very long time. With that, we're going to swap back over to Lucien. As he sits in his bed, and he's had this conversation with Kenos, and he's perplexed. Does he take the deal, harness the power, or does he simply bear the weight and give it all up? And so Kenos kind of now he's been leaning against the door frame and kind of walked over to you with his hand on like the poster of the bed, and now he's sitting next to you, and he lights up a cigarette as well, offers you one.
Lucien takes it. He'll light up. He'll light up with the devil. It's fine.
Yep. Kenos takes a puff. So what'll it be?
Well, I think if this little images and everything you've shown me, if this little show has taught me anything, it's that you are slacking. Every one of you. And well, if there's one thing that I've done my whole life, it's I've picked up slack when I've seen it. So, in order to do what you should be doing, I'm gonna need a lot of strength. And you're saying you can take me back and give me some of your strength. And I'm thinking that if I have that, then we won't need you anymore. And I can save everybody.
There's one problem. I can't get you back.
Oh, that's a shame.
Only your friends. But I do have some good news for you. It looks like they're doing all right. And we'll see you soon. And that's where we're in the episode.
I always hear it too, man. Ginge, can we bring it back sometimes, at least? Can't we
Maybe
sometimes?
this
Yes,
one
do it now,
time because
Ginge.
Lucien died.
Yeah, for me, because I died.
I wish he would start it, and then we start saying it, and then he cuts it, and then it cuts into that one.
Can you rip Lucien old school outro? So funky.
Man, hey, everybody, thanks for that was a really fun episode for me. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. And so now I'll turn it over to my lovely co-hosts, cohorts, co-podcasters for all the things we have going on in the life of Lawful Stupid.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you go to store.lawfulstupid.org, and like we have said many times before, using the ad ability we have, you should go get that 500k poster, the 500,000 downloads poster, because it is fucking sick. I'm staring at it right now. I'm like,
Can we get a moment of silence for the poster? So good. Okay.
Say where the road.
yeah, and if Jen, you just want to, like, we talked about doing the music right there, just fucking spread that out for a minute and just do a little bit of every campaign. That'd be beautiful.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, let me sell you that poster though, because I worked real hard on that baby.
Real good.
Yeah, it's got our campaign 1 characters on there with the OG boys and Dwayne just looking all magical and shit.
He'd be magical as fuck, though.
Oh, yeah. We also have our C2 crew with the final version of Chainsaw's Dwayne art.
Oh, I'm a ringleader! Finally, Mom, I did it! I finally did it, Mom! I'm a magical ringleader with dragons.
I'm so proud of you.
She
And we
doesn't
also
sound like
have our
that.
C3 babies. They're very cute,
Yes.
and very squishy, and they look
Fragile.
like before they
is
did
how I would
before this
describe
episode
them.
right now.
And thank you so
I
much for my
described them as
jester
fragile.
character. I think Shane suggested it. I don't know whoever did, but it was a very good suggestion, and I am appreciative of it.
I don't know if I did that or not, but if
It
I
was
did,
you.
hell yeah, me.
You suggested it, you
Hell yeah,
fucking jester. No, it was Devin.
Who, me?
Devin's the one who wrote it in there.
Oh, it was, yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I saw you say, hey, I should be like a jester. And you were like, hell yeah. I don't know if you got a suggestion. It doesn't matter. The point
I think
is,
me is what we're getting at here.
hey, what's up? My name's Scott Chainsaw. And after this performance, which I'm submitting to you for your Audioverse Awards recommendations, that's how you can find me on, the world. Scott Chainsaw, SHAINSAW. Here to talk to you about Roll for Humanity. Not about me. Don't worry about me. It's about people and helping them. So the Badhana group, they're a really awesome group. They use D&D and tabletop role-playing games as a way to have people get immersed for immersion therapy, to do stuff to help what ails them. So it's very therapeutic and helps a lot of people with their mental health. We all need therapy after this episode, so let's roll for them and see. I can roll dice even though I'm dead on my character sheet. That's good news. It's a 13, which is lucky in
Dang.
this world.
It is lucky in this world.
Hooray! Hooray!
Hooray for us!
Hooray for everybody! Hooray for the Badhana group! Hooray for mental wellness!
Cool.
Beautiful. Last but not
Thanks for
least,
500K.
You should join us on our Discord at discord.lawfulstupid.org and laugh with us, cry with us, cry with me because I cried. Chainsaw cried.
Me.
You saw his
Dwayne
hand
cried. I saw
tears.
Dwayne cry.
Yeah.
Guys, you're amazing. I love you very much.
You're amazing too. I love you.
I love it. Good news story. Let's finish on that. Little boy finds sweet friendship with 99-year-old woman over the fence during lockdown.
I could throw the softball, but that's too sweet. Why mess that
Well,
up?
don't worry, Dwayne will. You do your thing, and then
Don't worry,
Dwayne will
Dwayne's-
just carry it, and then Shane will chop its head off. Go ahead.
I know. I have a direction to go.
I do too, and I'm not even doing
Oh,
it.
Dwayne doesn't steal it.
Can you read that sentence to me one more time?
Yes. Little boy finds sweet friendship with 99-year-old woman over the fence during lockdown. I'll let you know it's a chain link and not like a planked fence.
All right,
That doesn't
so
seem like it
listen.
would be good for quarantine, but
Is he just taking it?
I just
gosh.
want you
just
to
turn it
know.
off now. This is my suggestion.
I just want you to know that the first time it happened, I was surprised. I was shocked. There was some laughter and there was some crying. I was impressed by Netflix's season 1 of Love is Blind. But season 2 was not okay. Not okay. There is an age gap. Pedophilia is bad. I'm not interested.
I
I went on a journey. So here's my thing, and I don't have a lot to say about this. All I know is that anybody who's not a sheeple's already awake. So, hey sheeple, wake up! Join the rest of us here in Wokeland. I don't. They say if there's a conspiracy, just follow the money, see where the money goes, and that's where the issue is. I think we have a same circumstance here, but I think it definitely has something to do with someone. I don't want to paint with too broad a brush. Someone in this situation, I'm not going to say who, someone in this situation is slowly siphoning the years off the other one using black magic. I don't know whichever one you think is more likely. to have been versed in dark magics to be able to solely suck the soul and life and longevity out of the other, and which one would maybe be a better target for the other? I don't know.
Your 6-month-old looks huge.
Maybe
That's
when the
my-
photo was taken 30 seconds ago, the roles were reversed. And it's just that fast. I don't know. But what I do know is that somebody is doing some shady shit. Wake up, Sheeple.
Oh gosh. Hey, thank you so much, everybody. If you stuck to the end of this, 2 things. 1, why? I never do. 2, if you did, you enjoyed it. That's what I know for sure. And then we're going to leave you and say what we always say.
It was a strange torture.
And we love you.
We love you.
Look at this hand wave for the people on camera. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm a Miss Lucien. He was cool, man.